Okay, so let's say I have my video done here, and pretty happy with it. I'm going to say video. I'm making the video. Let's say I have my design done, and I've filled in the letters. I want to start playing around with gradients. So let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to come in here, and I am going to select everything, of course. And oh, you know what? Before I do this, I spent a long time working on this, so again, I like to just do this just to be on the safe side. Copy it, lock it, make it invisible. Okay, so right now I have 2 lock layers, just backups of backups. Of course, I should save my work every once in a while. All right, so grab everything, object, expand, again. So now what's cool about this is I didn't just expand the strokes, now I've expanded these shapes. So I've expanded this internal fill. See, so now I have this shape of the R. Let me put that back where it was. For the next part of this, you need to understand something really, really important. And there's an exercise I've created about compound paths that's going to make life a lot easier for you. So I'm actually going to make this a requirement. Make a new file. So I'm putting this in here, and let's just make it a width of 8, height of 5. I'm going to say OK. And I kind of stuck this in here, but definitely you're going to want to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and make a shape. Nothing too special here. And what the heck, I'm going to copy it again and again and again. So I'm holding on Option, drag, Option, drag, Option, drag. And then I'll grab it and what the heck, I'll copy it again. All right, why am I showing this to you? Well, what the heck, let's just go ahead and take this top one, object group, and then do the same thing with the bottom, make this a separate group. All right, well, let's say, for example, on your design, and you will, I can guarantee you, especially if you have overlapping, and you've made this complex enough. So if you don't have this going on, I'm a little concerned, actually, but I can't find my original design here. Where is it? Too many things going on at the same time. That's the problem. Did I close it up? Uh-oh. Oh dear. Well, anyway, I'll look at this one. Oh no, now I found it. Great. On your design, you see how you have a shape here and a shape here. These are no longer connected. These are completely different shapes. So like if I drag, click on this one, oh, I'm going to use the direct selection tool when I do that. And I grab this. See, it only selects this one area and drags it over. But let's say I want a gradient, and I want that gradient to fill in the whole thing. I've got to do something important first. I'm going to come back to this to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and select with the selection tool, the black arrow, all of this. And let's say I want to make a simple gradient, and in this case, it's gray. Unfortunately, you see what it does? It actually makes a gradient in every single one. And remember, if I want to change this gradient and add color to it, which I'm going to require that you do to show me, is I'm going to have this go from yellow. So I'll click on this, change this to RGB. There it is, yellow. To, oh, let's change it from black to something else. Yellow to blue, what the heck. So yellow to blue. So again, I don't know how you can see that because it's over on the side. So again, double click on this little square here. RGB, and here's a blue. Okay, get this blue. I like that better. Okay, so yellow to blue. All right, but still, I've got a problem. This is where something called a compound path is now your friend. If you select all of these down here and go to Object, Compound Path, Make, okay? It seems like the same exact thing is happening, but watch what happens when I hit Gradient. Look at that. So that's going to become really, really, really important when I'm working on my design here. So if I want to do the same thing, I'm going to use the, not the selection tool, because that grabs everything. Not good. The direct selection tool only grabs the individual shapes I want. I hold down the Shift key to get more. So I've grabbed all of this now. Go to Object, Compound Path, Make. I'm going to have a folder for you to turn in your example of this, or I might come around the room and just check it in. But either way, there'll be directions on what to do, but I want to see an example of this from you that looks exactly like this or something similar, where you have two objects and you show that you can create a a gradient going from one to the other. That's how important and time-saving this is. So you get the idea. So now that I have this, I'm going to come in here, go to gradient, and obviously I don't want it to look like that, so I would go back and alter my colors. So, but I'll do that in a minute. Oh, what the heck, I'll do it now. So again, RGB, you get the idea. RGB over here, come on. Click on this, RGB, you know what to do. And then, of course, select your colors and mess with it. Word to the wise, don't make one of them black because it competes with a black outline. So make sure this is not black. It's got to be a color, and it can't be grayscale. I'm going to require that as well. So something else. So it looks like that's a popular one for me for some reason. But there you go. So it looks like I missed one here somehow. I don't know why. Oh yeah, that's not part of it. So if that happens, you just go to Object, Compound Path, Make Again, and there we go. Now that looks like it belongs. So really cool use of the gradient. Have every single one of your shapes include a gradient in it. That's the next part of this project.